Hey guys, Mike with Old Iron Custom. This is Frogger. I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory on Frogger here. Frogger is what I call a Froggy. It's a Ford, Dodge, and Chevy. Just it's going to kind of be like this. My buddy came down from Southside Chicago, Reese with AV Racing. I've known the man for 35 years. He's my brother. And he came down for a week, and we were going to do some body work on the Poor Boy Blues, the Bullnose Ford. We're trying to get it ready for paint. So he comes down, and we went to the Frog Follies. Frog Follies is a pre-1949 car show, one of the largest in the country. It's in north side of Evansville, Indiana, at Vandenberg County 4-H Fairgrounds. Great show. Great show. If you're in the area, last weekend of August, it's one of the best shows I go to. It's my Disney. It really is. Now, could have been better. I was cutting the grass 2 days before the show and stepped in a rabbit hole, and pretty sure I broke my foot, or about as close as you can to breaking my foot. It was all blue, purple, red, and all these neat little colors. So I had it wrapped and had a cane and could not get around too well. So I missed a lot of the show, but we still have a lot of footage that we're going to be posting for you. But back to Frogger here. Frogger, front cowl is a 31 Ford. Back half, to the best of our knowledge right now, is a 29 Dodge Victory 6 Coupe. Convertible, roadster, whatever the hell you want to call it. Doors are, if I'm not mistaken, 27. Fenders, I don't know. So we're gonna piece it all together, and Reese bought this one piece at a time through the 4 days we're at the Frog Follies, and ended up in the back of my pickup truck. We bring it here, unload it Monday morning. And he's checking it out, and if you're familiar with the old Ford cowls, it's got a hole right on the backside here that is for the gas gauge, for the fuel gauge. He sticks his finger in there, and the man, not a little man by the way, jumped about this high off the ground and yells, "I touched something slimy and it moved." The first thing that comes to my mind is we've only had possession of this thing for about 24 hours. I don't know where the hell it came from before that. Guy could have picked it up out of the Arizona desert for all I knew. So I'm thinking, oh shit, rattlesnake, copperhead, something. So I pull the gas cap and I take a little bit of carb cleaner. I kind of sprayed it down there because I figured if it was a rattlesnake, it was either going to jump out or it was going to start rattling. I didn't know what to do. So I spray that carb cleaner down there, and out pops a rather stoned tree frog. So henceforth, in between picking up at the Frog Follies and the tree frog in the gas tank, it's Frogger. So we start kind of looking at it, walking around all the parts, kind of checking everything out. And Reese's face goes just a little pale. And he's got this look on him like God himself caught him with his hand in the cookie jar. And he looks at me and he goes, "She's coming to pick me up in 4 days." Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So we spent 4 days, 12 to 14 hours a day. I'm 55 years old, by the way. On our hands and knees, backs, and putting pressure on parts that a guy my age should just not put pressure on. Trying to make it look like something before his other half got here. Which all went smooth, by the way. Surprisingly, all went smooth. Me, you know, you'd be seeing my obituary. But I've got the body's back here. I've got it covered for a reason. You're not seeing it yet. Yeah, I'm that kind of a person. When we pulled the body out of the back of the truck, fenders were kind of folded in on itself. It had creases going down the side. There was absolutely no interior structure to it. And we used what we had laying around to reinforce this thing. Now, the body is built like a brick shit house. And I want to do some more body work to it, and it needs some filler and a little bit of sheet metal and stuff like that. And once I get it to a certain point, I will release those videos to see what we've done. I don't want to release the video and show you what we've done halfway through, if that makes any sense. So it's going to be a little bit, but you will see what we did. To give you an idea, the body was a far stretch from being yard art. Okay. So this is Frogger. It's going to end up having a small block Dodge in it, is what he decided on. He's a Dodge guy. And already found a frame for it. Hopefully I can pick that up sometime this week. We found a frame, complete straight axle setup. The, what's it called? Slingshot steering. New calipers, new brakes on it. No rear end, you know, so it's a frame and it's a front end. And I've got a little 4-bolt out of the one Mustang or 4-lug. I'll end up putting underneath it just to roll it, you know, until we get the rear end that we're going to put underneath it. But found that for $100, man. So I'm going to talk to the guy. It's Memorial Day weekend. I'm going to talk to the guy Tuesday and see when we can arrange to pick it up. But you'll see more on this. How soon? I don't know. But if you want to see what we did with the body, make sure you keep checking back. And please like and subscribe. That way you'll get updates on old Frogger here. And we will do it a little at a time. And his goal is to have it ready or rolling under its own power for Frog Follies next year. I don't know if I have enough youth left in me, but not to mention, I was strictly told no more projects in the garage until I get a couple done. Now, understand, this is technically number 10 on the list. Yeah, 10. Yeah, there's that. So, but she never said anything about my buddy. so, you know, I kind of skimmed through on that technicality. But I gotta get the truck done. I want the truck at the Spring Redneck Rumble. Is either that or I'm just done with it. It's close. It's close. It's I'll do a video on that shortly and kind of explain to you what's going on with that, but I don't want to cross paths in between the two right now. We also have videos of the Frog Follies coming up. We've got videos of the Owensboro Legend Show coming up. I'm going to do a video on my swap meet finds from the two shows, which I found some pretty cool stuff, pretty cheap. So we'll do a video on that. And stay tuned because we'll have a lot dropping. I apologize, we haven't had a video in a while. I ended up with COVID. I was down for 5, almost 6 weeks. And then I was in a mad rush to catch up and get everything back before my buddy came down, which I had 2 weeks to do right after recovering from COVID. And in the 6 weeks that I was down, my grass didn't get cut, nothing happened in the yard, and the house really wasn't cleaned the way it should be cleaned. So it was basically a 2-week complete rehab on my home before my buddy got here. So that's kind of the reason that there's there hasn't been any videos in a while, but we'll make sure we do our best to make it up to you. My son's starting to do the editing, so hopefully the video quality will get a little better too. But that's where we're at, and please like, subscribe, share. I just wanted to share this with you real quick to let you know what's going on in the garage and what the next project on the list is going to be. Hope to see you soon. Thanks, guys.